Hello everyone, Evasion here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, this is going to be a compilation of all the clips I got while leveling my Warlock of getting ganked by higher level players. I leveled my Warlock second, so a lot of players were already level 60, albeit their gear wasn't that great. I did definitely want to share these clips as I am underleveled in these situations, and a lot of the classes that are fighting me are classes that are perceived to just one-shot a lot of players, so maybe these clips can help you give you guys some insight on how to play a little bit better in those situations, and maybe you'll win some more of your world PvP fights. I was going to make these into a video, but with season 1 starting today, if I didn't upload them now, you'll never see them. And so I decided I'm going to do a little commentary and kind of talk about, you know, my thought process going into all of these like fights and stuff like that. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy these clips. So I believe this may be one of the first fights where I'm actually ganking somebody. I open up onto this hunter with a mortal coil, and he just kicks me for no reason I wasn't even casting. And right here I use my succubus to use seduce to stop his aim shot so I don't get one banged in the trap here. You'll notice he gets one off here. I actually take a lot of damage. And if I didn't wall this is pre-nerf hunter too. They got a little nerf I think last night or something. Yeah, it did a lot of damage. So if I didn't wall that, I might have just straight up been in kill shot range and got killed. I forced turtle there. And I try to get immolate on all the things that are ganking me in the world, all the world mobs, so that I can get more shard generation if I needed it. I used my Night Fae racial to actually get behind him, and I would have almost died otherwise. I get the Night Fae ability out, and I'm able to drain life all these mobs so I don't die. I get a lot of complaints from people saying they have a hard time fighting rogue, or I see it in the world, you know, because rogues are very strong right now. And this is a rather organic situation, I guess, where I have to deal with a rogue after handing in a world quest here. I don't even know he's here at this point, but he's gonna hop in on me here in a second, and we're gonna try and use the Night Fae ability and our port to generate some space here. So I get ganked. He goes for a cheap shot. I just use my human racial and use a coil. I use my wall here on his burst. He uses Cloak of Shadows, which is one of the major things we need to get out of the way in order to win this fight. So I drop a port and I use my Night Fae racial to blink away. This is huge for me because he doesn't have any steps to get to me, so I can just slow him with Curse of Exhaustion, and I'm able to get a little distance to get some casts off. So I get Immolate off into a Fear, and I get a Chaos Bolt off that, which gets a decent amount of his HP, but I'm under leveled and he's level 60, so it's going to take a little bit more than that to kill this guy. So we keep kiting, and we get him pretty low here, and he blinds us, and it doesn't matter that he blinded us and we can't get out of it because our Infernal's still up for a long time. And the Infernal's going to be able to finish him off because he's a pumper. Now there's kind of a chronicle going on with this guy. He tried to gank me for a good hour and a half over various times, and we're going to show those throughout the video. Right here I get ganked by a Shaman. He flame shocks me, them's fighting words, and yeah, I don't really know what to expect here, but I finished doing my quest first, of course. And yeah, we're going to start fighting back. I get the spell lock out on him into Infernal. I press the Soul Rot into the Chaos Bolt, and I'm going to follow it up with a coil. And yeah, I have Channel Demon Fire, so he's pretty much dicked, to be honest. Yeah, he's there's actually some other alliance around. I don't even got to finish this guy. Nice. Okay. So we return back to Darkhaven, I believe, and yeah, Pen is here. So yeah, we go to get ganked by this guy again. We're gonna port his kidney real clean real here. Easy maneuver. We're gonna kite him out, and I think that other people might help me kill him here. I can't remember, but the point is he keeps trying to gank me. Oh, a DK shows up too. Yeah, this breaks out into a huge fight here. I get the coil out on both people. I get the Immolate back up onto Pen. Get the Curse of Exhaustion to slow him, keep that distance. Blood DK is gonna get bored here in a second and quit. Yeah, he runs off to the side, and it's a huge brawl all of a sudden in the favor of the alliance, and Pen goes down again, and that's it. We're gonna cut to the next scene. This is perhaps one of my favorite clips. This is actually a scene of me leveling on my Orc Warlock, which is Necrolord, but not at this time. This time I have no ability whatsoever. And there's actually multiple people, but I believe the priest actually leaves me to a 1v1, and it's the biggest mistake ever because I get the best of this Warlock here. We guys reflect out of the way, and I'm going to be looking to drop a big combo on him here after I control his pet so I can't get spell locked.
Where'd your friends go, bud?
He goes for the banish onto my pet. He lets me get off that Chaos Bolt, huge mistake, and I'm going to get the coil onto him, drop the Shadow Fury, and yeah, I don't have to worry about CS right now. He's got wall up, and I'm going to get off a big bolt here, and he's pretty much going to go down. 2 bolts. to the face.
Let's fucking go.
And the priest just let it happen.
This guy just fucking, sorry,
he just let it happen.
This guy just respected the fucking 1v1.
I've never had someone respect a 1v1 in my life. That was the first time. He picks his dead friend up off the ground and says, "Buddy, you lost," and they take off. Amazing. I'd also like to think that all of these fights started in the first place because this feral druid initially ganked me, and all I was trying to do was get that treasure. We cut back to Darkhaven to find ourselves getting ganked again by Pen. Or rather, maybe I'm ganking Pen this time, I'm not really sure. But nonetheless, we're going to put Pen on the ground one more time before heading off. I had a feeling at this point that something just wasn't sitting right with Pen and that he would probably follow me out of town, looking for that real 1v1 situation where he can finally prove his dominance over me. So while watching back the unedited recording of this part, I actually didn't find the part where I knew he was actually following me, so I guess I just had a feeling at the time. So I drop my port and I get out of Succubus here because Succubus is the ideal pet for fighting a rogue in a 1v1 situation. Next, I want to get off my portal so that, you know, I have some distance and a place to move. There's Pen right there. So I seen him right there and I start to go back towards my port, so I'm in range of my port and I'm not too far. I get Curse of Exhaustion up on him and I get some distance. I use a Seduce onto him just so that I can, you know, tee off a big, you know, get an Immolate down guarantee. We force Bomb. I use Cataclysm on Bomb so he can't do any re-stealth shenanigans. And I get a Shadow Fury as well. I get out some Incinerates here, trying to build my shards up and drop the early Infernal, probably into a coil. And I'm going to use Channel Demon Fire here and get a lot of his HP. We get Cloak and Vanish. That pretty much means we win the fight after we can clear this. So we Trinket with our Human Racial, and we port up the stairs LOS. We get Curse of Exhaustion back onto the rogue immediately, as soon as it's possible. And we're going to try and fear Pen here. We get a full fear onto him, we get our Immolate up, and we get blinded here. I use my Seduce. It was a little bit premature because my Infernal is unfortunately on top of me and it pulses him out of the Infernal, or out of the Seduce. I try to drop a gate, he kicks it, which is good for us, and I use the Night Fae Racial to get some distance as it is on a nature school. So you can use it when you're kicked on Shadow, which is really good. Right here, I go back up the stairs. I'm playing a little bit greedy at this point because I'm really far ahead, so I can kind of make some bad decisions by running back into him. Normally you don't want to do that. I get a coil off, I reapply my Immolate, Channel Demon Fire, and he goes down. Honestly, with low haste values, I really enjoyed having this Channel Demon Fire talent while I was leveling up because it was able to guarantee me having more damage than trying to get off a longer cast Chaos Bolt. And I think it's really good. I really enjoy builds when I can actually play Channel Demon Fire. When the game slows down too far though, it's hard to justify its usage. I feel as though the enemy Warlock was actually the victor in that last fight. I missed my dungeon queue. Here we are against an enhancement shaman. They apparently heal a lot. I'm trying to keep my distance because I am mortally afraid right now. I get a fear out onto the shaman and I get my Immolate up. I get out a Soul Rot and I drop my Infernal and I get a Conflag off, another Curse of Exhaustion, and I try to drop a gate here and I use the same tactic of getting kicked to use my Night Fae ability for free to get away and also get his kick out of the way. We forced his wall here, which is really good for us, but we didn't really do any real damage yet. Right here, I go for the wall bolts to hopefully try and get him down, and right here is where I realize that I'm pretty sure he's not playing Grounding Totem, which is really good for us. And so yeah, I just want to keep using Curse of Exhaustion and kiting. It's actually really cool to me that, you know, we don't have to sit there and just turret damage the entire time anymore to win, because that was you know, it's kind of lame. It's kind of like you're PvEing in PvP. There's a little bit more tactical stuff here. I get my Shadow Fury down into a big bolt, into a Channel Demon Fire. He kicks the Demon Fire, which is okay. And we use a Reflect here just because I was just looking to reduce some damage. I'm trying to stay healthy because I kind of need another setup in order to kill this guy, because his Maelstrom heals are more than enough to keep him going. If I just stop here and let him get melee range, then he'll like actually blow me up pretty fast. So I need to do my best to keep distance from this guy using Curse of Exhaustion. I use my Seduce as an opportunity to get a gateway down, and I have the stairs advantage here, so I'm going to be able to Immolate and kite away. I get Soul Rod up. He actually kicks the Soul Rod, which is really good for me. We get a free Channel Demon Fire here. It's going to do a lot of damage for us, and we're going to keep kiting this guy. We got our Soul Rod up now. We get a Bolt off because he has no Wind Shear. And right there, had he had Grounding Totem, you know, maybe he would have been able to stop me. But unfortunately, he didn't. And we get the kill. Anyway, guys, that's probably going to do it for this video. This video is running on a little bit. These were, I think, almost all of the fights that I obtained while leveling up my warlocks. On Horde side, I actually didn't get that many fights because, as you know, most people are playing Horde still. We have that nice 25 to 30% war mode bonus on Alliance. But I hope you guys have enjoyed these clips. Hopefully I will have more warlock stuff soon. I'm actually working on a warrior as well, and I'm really excited to get that going. So I'm going to be playing a rogue, 2 warlocks, and a warrior in season 1. I might make a separate video talking about this and why I like those classes. If anyone is interested, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about Warlock, I will do my best to answer them in the comments below. I mostly only play Destruction, and I've been practicing Demo, but I don't really play Affliction. I'm not really a fan of the spec. It's not really for me. But until next time, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.